regret doing this, but fuck it. Okay, well, hello there. Just go take a piss real quick, but okay, that's... Why is that happening? You know what, I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna question it. Why would I? Right? Why would I? Oh shit, you guys can actually hear me. That's embarrassing. Wait, can you guys hear me? No. Wait, why could I hear it just for a second there? That's weird. That's weird. Huh. Well, not gonna question that either. Very weirdo. Not gonna deny that old little thing. Not gonna deny that old little thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that, I think. What's going on? What's that? Jesus. Annoying as fuck. Yeah, no, alright. Alrighty then. Hello, hello, hello. It is I, Felix, and I am here with some Voice of Cards Beast of Burden, which has been a little bit. I'd say at least a couple weeks, but I am not entirely sure. Time is weird sometimes. Especially when you're busy and a week suddenly feels like a day, and a day feels like an hour, and an hour feels like a minute, and a minute doesn't even feel like a second. But yeah, I am going to play some Voice of Cards Beast of Burden. I believe we are at chapter 4, which the title says so. It will be a bit embarrassing if it isn't, but I think we... Aha, yes, we are at chapter 4, truly. Truly, 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 I have a decent memory. Also, I'm pretty sure this is the queen from the last game. Well, not the last game, the first game. So maybe you'll get some more references to the first game, which I'm always a fan of. They really hit right with the first game. It's just the characters, man. It's just the characters that carried it. The plot was basic JRPG stuff, right? Which is fine, because the whole purpose of these games is just being a basic RPG that you can finish in under 50 hours. Ah, scratchy. But I'd say that I forgot where I was going with it. Damn it, why do I keep getting my thoughts interrupted by my own freaking person? I don't know where I was going with that, Dan. But yeah, I don't actually remember all that my thought was going on.
A great river of tinder water stretches out before you.
Yeah, that must be pretty
While
disgusting
the
to
liquid
swim
no
through.
longer burns, it would still be dangerous to attempt swimming.
Yeah, I feel like it would have the consistency of oil, and I'm pretty sure, mind you, I've never done this myself, but swimming in oil is actually pretty darn tough, right? So we will have to be careful not to do that, especially since the tinder water only just doused, or whatever you want to call it, when water isn't on fire anymore. So it should still be relatively hot, at least on the surface. Right? Is that how water works? I'm pretty sure that the thinner water in the underside of the river, I don't know what it's called, the bottom of the river, would be relatively colder, but we are in a desert, so the water should be fairly heated regardless.
You start to hesitate, thinking that there is no crossing, when Polka shouts, "Da-na-na-na!"
If Polka is able to somehow get a ship for us, I will respect you slightly more instead of just having this quiet discontent.
He is carrying an iron board, apparently having brought it back from the Lake of Fire. Just as before, you and your allies decide to build a bridge across the river.
Please forgive me, Don Quixote, but I have to wait 2 more days before I can see more of Limbus Company. Yeah. I was actually planning to stream Limbus today, but then I noticed that, oh hey, wait, I can't play part 3 yet, so that kinda sucked, but hey, I still had Voice of Cards to play, so yay. I'm actually planning to, well, not planning, I'm trying to make a backup team for those 12 on 12 fights. I've noticed that I do have a couple of, not Rupture, Tremor IDs, so you have an MD to do. I already did my MD this week, so no I don't. I already did my MD full. Seriously though, I usually just do my MDs on the phone before I go to sleep, so I don't really have to worry too much about MDs. Yeah, MDs. For a second there I thought I said it wrong, but no, it is, I said it right. I can't see you, by the way, so if you're saying something and I'm not responding, then that's what it is. Just looking for something to put on in the background, because for whatever reason I'm better able to concentrate when I just have some random noise in my ears. Which says something about my focus, I'd say, but it's fine. I'm doing alright for the most part. I actually had yesterday, I had a day, was that yesterday? Yesterday was Monday, yeah. I actually yesterday had a day where I could just do what I want to do without actually having to see anybody, which was pretty relaxing. I was just able to edit some stuff, play a game, and in the end just kind of do my own thing. It was pretty fun. It's relatively rare for me to not have to see anybody, so it was pretty relaxing. Which is kind of weird. You would think that a person that doesn't have to actively go to a job every day wouldn't have to see as many people, but it's actually the opposite. Ever since I had to stop having to go to like work every day, it is honestly ridiculous with how many more I have to see people. It's not like I technically have to see more people, but I don't know, it's just something about it, I guess. Like, I technically don't have to see more people, but it's more that when you have work, it's just that it's work, so it just kind of falls in the background, right? So the people you're talking to aren't actually people in your mind. Maybe that's just me, though. It still stresses me the fuck out, but it's more that, okay, how does that work? These planes were not big enough for us to have an entire river, to go through an entire river. But yeah, so, but yeah, I think it's because I have other people that I do consistently have to see, right? I have appointments on several days a week, where I do have to see people. Oh, nice, generates 3 gems. But yeah, to make a long story short, I am fairly well.
And as you celebrate, you take notice of the tough, rock-studded expanse of land stretching before you.
Thank you.
Your sand skiff was made for moving over the sands, so it'll be difficult to go any farther aboard it.
Wait, we had a ship? How did... So we had the ship, and we somehow crossed that river of oil on metal planes using a ship. I feel like that's not actually... That somehow doesn't make sense. Part with the sand skiff. It's a brother. It's a bother, get rid of it. Poor sand skiff. Remodel it. We remodel it.
You propose remodeling the sand skiff, and Polka is first to agree. Legol's face is uneasy as he mutters, "Don't do anything weird
I
to
have
it."
seen One Piece, man. I know that the ship is also a character of its own. And I ain't gonna have a Mary situation here where one of us doesn't wanna part with the ship and will fight the captain, which apparently would be me. And then that person loses, but in the end he'll like try to come back after having put on some hero costume and having helped us save another person, which is probably gonna be Legol because he seems like the Nico Robin of this group if we're gonna have to choose anybody.
Polka explains that 3 materials will be needed to convert the
Oh, we're actually
sand
getting a
skiff.
choice. That's pretty cool. I genuinely expected this choice not to matter, where if we said, oh yeah, we want to remodel the sand skiff, then they'll say, what are you, what's going, like, what are you talking about? We don't have time for this.
After some quick preparations, you decide to split up to locate what you need.
Alrighty then. The group split up. Who will you check?
Sometimes a different perspective can be illuminating.
Yep. Alright, well, oh. Please pick one. I don't know. I guess we'll just pick the main character because I'm lazy like that. But yeah, so to make... Yeah, everyone... Yeah, okay, thank you.
Polka asks you to locate a long, sturdy pole.
I could make a joke
Trollis
there,
dashes
but...
off to the south, so you decide to head north so that you all can cover more ground.
This is a DLC? No, this is, so... I don't know if you're familiar with Voice of Cards in general, aside from what you've maybe seen of me, from me. But there are 3 games in this series. Isles of Dragon's Roar, Beast of Burden, and Forsaken Maiden. I've already played the first 2, which are Forsaken Maiden and Isles of Dragon's Roar. And this is, well, this is just the 3rd game. Well, I already streamed 2, technically, but I streamed the first one at this point probably already a year or so ago, maybe 1.5 years. But yeah, it's an alright game. I think it's not for everybody, and I do feel like when it comes down to it, Isles of Dragon's Roar is the best one out of the 3 of them, mainly because while the story was still fairly generic, like I feel like this story is as well, it had a lot more character. I do still like these games because they do give me that JRPG itch without having to spend 50 hours playing one, so, you know.
Polka says, "You take care of gathering everything we need. I'll stay here and draw up the plans."
I wonder how that's gonna... Oh, hey, hello. What's this?
Perhaps because you're by yourself for the first time in a long while, the solitary search makes you feel a bit lonesome. Your thoughts drift inexorably to your comrades.
Who do you think of? Well, with how the story went, I feel like our main character would be thinking of the beast person because, well, the beast person has a lot of opinions that our main character doesn't like.
Your thoughts turn to Trollis.
Ah, Trollis is her name. You know, funny thing is, even if I had streamed this game more frequently, I probably would have forgotten the name regardless. I am not good with names. The only reason why I know most of the Sinners' names is because I've played Limbus Company for what is, at this point, more than likely 400-500 hours. So yeah, I have to play a game maybe 100+ hours before I start learning names.
Her awkward way of speaking somehow only accentuates her sweetness. On top of that, she cares deeply about her companions and has tenacity to spare. And back when you faced the Flame Primal, she pushed herself so hard to save you from certain death.
No, this
You
recap.
can't help but be a little concerned about her.
This recap is actually pretty useful for me. Who do you think of? Oh, okay, so we're thinking about everybody. Alright. Well, let's go in reverse order of how we met these people.
Your thoughts turn to Polka.
I don't know why, but his character art makes me want to punch him in the face. He isn't a bad sort or anything like that. It's just that his character art, maybe the way he smiles. I know, maybe it's the glasses. Not like I normally have a need to punch people with glasses in the face, but it's just maybe the eyes. Like, isn't it weird? It's almost like it's like his eyes are pure white. It's like the glasses are pure white and we only see the pupil, so it's almost like these glasses are his eyes, and it freaks me out. Maybe that's it.
Polka's breadth of knowledge has been an incredible boon, and also a headache, since said knowledge is the source of his unceasing chatter. While he's typically an affable fellow, you do sometimes spot an unexpected iciness in his expression. Perhaps it comes from his hatred of monsters.
Who do you think of? I wonder if we're actually gonna get some sort of character arc, because the whole core of this game is people's relationships with monsters, right?
Your thoughts turn to Legol.
Ah yes, anime boy.
Legol
There's
can be
always
somewhat
one.
brusque, but deep down he's a supportive person. He seems to care for Polka and Trollis too.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Out of the 3 games I'm streaming, I think that 2 of them have a white-haired anime boy in them. Chronarch has Asar, Voice of Cards has Legol, and while the Sinners don't have a white-haired anime boy, they do have a white-haired anime girl, which is Faust, or more like woman in her case, but I don't actually know how old Faust is. I'm pretty sure that it was somewhere in her 30s or something, but again, anime can't really tell anybody's ages.
From time to time, though, you spot a lonely, sad look on his face, perhaps due to his difficult past being treated like human livestock.
Wouldn't go that far. He was treated more like a servant or maybe a serf, but livestock. Livestock would imply that he was raised to be sacrificed in some sort of way, but I don't think he was. Right?
Your crew of friends has grown little by little, but with them at your side, you no longer feel as lonely as you once did.
Yeah, almost make you forget the fact that everybody you love is dead. Oh, hello.
While you were lost in thought, a monster has found you.
Fight the monster. You're alone, run for it. You're alone, fight anyway. We're fighting.
You decide to summon up all your courage and fight.
Honestly, unless this monster is an
The
actual
monster
boss,
brandishes
we'll
a
be fine.
weapon whose handle is a long, sturdy-looking pole. The exact kind Polka needs.
Oh, well, that's useful. Alright, first fight in a while.
Get him.
Forgot how much I like the fighting music. Alright, we do actually have some healing for ourselves, which is actually really useful when we're on our own like this. We can either try and get a weakness in. We have a water attack and a wind attack, but because this thing has barely any HP, we can just out-damage it, I'd say. So let's go do a stab. There we go, buddy. Ooh, almost one-shotted him. I don't feel like I'm over-leveled, but... Oh my god, what the fuck? How the fuck do you have an attack that does 20 damage in one go? Jesus. That shit can one-shot me. Well, not one-shot me, two-shot me, but you're still about 2 or 3 shots too little. Jesus. Remind me to be careful about those fucking ogres. Also, it's kind of crazy that on a roll of 4 or higher, that's basically half the die. That's insane. It wouldn't really be worth it for me because I do more than 20 damage regardless, but
Your battle
still,
with the monster has landed you a long, sturdy pole that Polka should be happy with.
God, if I missed, I would have honestly died. That's insane.
Having done what you set out to do, you decide to head back to the sand skiff.
No, I want to explore more. We'll just check on everybody because I do want to just see everything this game has to offer. I imagine that this is a way for you to skip some of the unnecessary parts and get through the game faster if you really wanted to. Don't really see why you would, but
Polka asks
maybe
Legol to find
speedrunning,
something
but
that
I don't
could be
really think
used
that
as wheels.
speedrunning is a thing that people do with this game.
Legol is skeptical that something like that will just be lying around, but he sets off to look nonetheless.
Where will you search? Sand ruins, mine, lake of fire. I totally... Hold up a second. I'm just gonna see something that could be used as a wheel. Okay. I 100% was not paying attention when they said that, so I didn't remember what it was. Okay, something that could be used as a wheel. I imagine that in the mines might be something we could use.
Legol recalls that there was a cart in the mine near Steelborough. Though hesitant to return to such a dangerous place, he can't make excuses when he thinks of how hard a certain sub-Terran must be searching. He decides to take the sand skiff alone back to the mine.
Find the wheel in the mine. I wonder if we cannot use bellwethers now. Interesting. I like this. I do really like this. This is pretty nice. I wonder if we would have gotten a different dungeon depending on what we picked. That would be pretty interesting.
There is indeed a cart in the mine, as Legol recalled, and, as one would imagine, it has wheels. Legol attempts to remove the wheels from the minecart. But suddenly, a monster emerges from behind
Yeah,
it.
I'm not worried about the little furball. Let's just say that our main character needed to fight something a lot scarier. Oh, two of them. Ooh, I'm a little bit worried about when I have to beat Trollos because I didn't really give her any cards. But we'll just figure shit out. What's this? This is an attack buff. Alright, well. Alright, you do 21 damage plus 4. You guys have little to no HP, so yeah, we should be fine. Alright. Oh, wow, that was a bit overkill.
Oh!
Feel a bit bad for the little guy. Just wanted to eat my flesh. Yeah, as you can see, I didn't distribute the monster cards equally. I had every party member have a specific role, which means I might be fucked with Trollos, but we'll see. I wonder if there will be a different ending.
With the monster defeated,
if I lose.
Legol collects the minecart wheels. The slain monster's eyes are wide open.
Oh. Now what? I'll just shut its eyes. It's
Legol gently closes the monster's eyes.
It's what an anime protagonist would do. Sorry.
Having done what he set out to do, Legol decides to head back to the sand skiff.
Alrighty then. Now you can now use bellwethers. Pretty sure there wasn't really a need to say that you can't use bellwethers. Check in on someone else. Yeah, alright, Trollos. Let's hope that I actually did give you any sort of card.
Polka asks Trollos to find some durable cord, despite feeling a little sluggish. Trollos takes off to the south, eager to help the group.
Alright then, find something durable. The south is this way. Wait, the south is this way, it's down. Only way we can really go is this way, but this is... You know what? Not gonna question it. Not going to question it. I am gonna quickly check what kind of cards we have on Trollos still. See if we can actually give her anything. Alright, well. Inflict 12 damage if rolled. Alright. Didn't know we had this one. Did we get that from the fight? We might have. Alright, we don't have anything else we can equip on her, so... Oh, and the flame. Okay, so... Trollis has a lot of strong cards, it's just that they are extremely expensive to use. I haven't used the flame elemental yet, flame primordial yet though, so I'm a bit curious. Alright, well... Okay, I had actually hoped we might have seen the main protagonist, but okay, so I'm not crazy, right? Like, this is south, so...
Trollis wanders the area, searching for some durable cord or rope, but turns up nothing.
What now? Find a plan to make into rope, look into Trollis' things. We can probably find a plan.
Trollis looks around, trying to find a plant that she could braid into rope. The region is so arid, though, that it proves a futile effort.
But now, we go look for Trollis'
Trollis rummages through her possessions, looking for some durable cord. Inside, she finds a whip from her apprenticeship. She must have brought it along by mistake.
Wait, do these whips actually have
stats? It once belonged to the ringmaster of the circus.
Don't really... No, we actually do use weapons. For a second there I thought we didn't, because of the monster cards, but no.
Looking over the whip brings back memories.
The ringmaster was a good person, fantastic person. Ringmasters smell like animals, fantastic person.
Trollis spends some time reminiscing as she gazes at the whip, but then realizes, not cord, she says, tossing it away.
Hey, wait. Hey, wait. Whip strong. Could be cord.
Realizing that a whip could work in place of a cord, Trollis decides to return to the sand skiff. With what Polka requested in hand,
wait, what?
You beat feet to meet back up with the others.
You didn't even fight. That's weird. Alright. Seems kind of weird, but alright, I'll let this be. Ew.
The group meets back up, having gathered all three of the things needed to modify the sand skiff. You've brought the sturdy pole. Legol has the wheels, and Trollis has the whip.
I don't know how that would modify the sand skiff to be able to go over a hardened rock, personally. I want to buy the Book of Bill from Gravity Fall, but it's not available till November. What do you mean, the Book of Gravity Fall? Hasn't Gravity Fall not been a... Well, hasn't Gravity Fall ended years ago? Why wouldn't some merch of it not be available? Or do they still make new merch of it, which... I guess that makes sense. They also still make merch of the first Transformers TV show and all that kind of stuff, so... But yeah, Gravity Fall hasn't been around for a while now, so I'm a bit confused why they would still be selling merch from that. Or is this something homemade, not homemade, something that isn't official? I feel like this would be something official if you're talking about it like this. But maybe I'm wrong? I don't know. I'll be honest, I've never really been too much into Gravity Fall. I think I was just slightly too old to care about it. I don't actually remember how old I was when Gravity Falls was a thing. When did Gravity Falls come out? It's probably been at least 10 years since. Twitter. Don't you mean Exa or whatever? Oh, it's this one. The Book of Bill, BN exclusive edition. Okay, so what's in this book? What's in this Book of Bill cipher? Well, it looks pretty cool. I don't really have much care for it. Because, you know, I ain't a Gravity Falls fan and everything. I'm trying to think of a show that I used to watch that I'm still consider a fan of. Nearly 10 years, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. From Bill's Puff. Ah. Yeah, I'm surprised that they're still making merch for Gravity Falls. I knew it was pretty darn popular at the time it was coming out. Like, really darn popular. As in, I couldn't go on the internet without seeing stuff from it, but I guess that's just showcasing that some shows do stick around past what you would normally expect. It just shows that no matter what, people will resonate with quality over trying to appeal to a certain market. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out... Oh yeah, I accidentally tapped out of my game, so I was looking for a way to grab that.
Are you sure I can use your whip? Polka asks, and Trollis gives a little nod.
I'm trying to think of a show that I would consider really good, which I really liked and still actively want stuff for. But honestly, not really much pops up for me. I'm not really a person that sticks in one fan base for the most part. I usually just go from fan base to fan base whenever my interest for a certain IP is triggered. Like, for example, for a little bit I actually rewatched a couple of episodes of Transformers Animated because I don't know, I felt like watching some Transformers stuff, but that didn't last super long. Accidentally brought lots of Ringmaster's whips.
Trollis turns her bag upside down, and, as advertised, a number of whips tumble to the ground.
Yeah, no, I can honestly not think of any childhood show that I'm super interested in at this point.
Doesn't your ringmaster need these? Legol gets a distant look on his face, a bit of pep in his step. Polka starts zipping around the sand skiff, making modifications.
A few hours later, let's see if we actually get a different sprite. Sand skiff into sand skiff with wheels.
The modifications to the sand skiff are finished. The vehicle should be able to pass through the rocky wasteland without issue now.
Sand skiff MK2.
The group is thrilled, but suddenly,
oh,
Trollis
what's happening?
Collapses. Polka hurries over to examine her. Somehow, she's suffering the effects of tinderwater poison.
How? Did she actually drink the tinder water? Please tell me you didn't. She looks as though she's in pain, a lot of pain. It's because of the fight? I guess that makes sense.
You hold Trollis close, but can do little else. This does turn your thoughts back to the events at the Lake of Fire. The battle with the Flame Primal flashes through your mind.
Okay. Getting a lot of... I do really like this guy's design, it looks really cool. Especially those blood red flames. You know, it's kind of funny. For me, these flashbacks are actually quite useful because I haven't played this game in a bit, but
to protect you from the Primal's attack.
I could imagine that if you quite literally just played the primordial battle maybe 20 minutes ago, this might be a bit tedious. I try to be positive about everything. That's a lie. I'm actually pretty negative about most things, but I'm trying to be positive about the games I play. But as much as I don't hate this game, I'm just better at pointing out negatives than positives. To be fair though, that's a human trait that we all share. It's more important to be able to point out negatives than to be able to see positives, because if you don't point out the negatives, you might die from them. If you don't point out the positives, well, they're still positive, so it's not like you're dying from not pointing them out.
Despite downing some of Polka's medicine, Trollis remains languid. It seems that the effect isn't very strong. She needs a sanitary place to rest, Polka says, and the group decides to try to find one.
Can't we just use the ship? I feel like that would make more sense. Alrighty then, time to explore. Let's see. Also, it's kind of weird now that I think about it that I don't have any cartoons from my childhood that I'm really interested in. You would think with how much I'm...
A man,
Hello?
breathless and plump, suddenly jumps out in front of your group as you search for a place where Trollis can rest.
You know, as much as it is par for the course with streaming, it is kind of hard to keep track of my thoughts when I keep being interrupted by the game. You can't help but feel like you remember this man. Who are you?
You inquire as to his identity, and the man puffs out his chest as he replies, "Why, a great merchant and roamer of the world at large."
Okay, so we're just making fun of the fact that they are using the same sprites. Alright. I actually wanted to make a joke that I didn't remember the circus guy, but I made the wrong choice.
Trollis rises unsteadily from the deck of the sand skiff, tilts her head to the side, and says, "You not ringmaster?" The man looks at Trollis for a moment, then breaks into a delighted smile. "Oh ho! You're one of my brothers from the circus."
Oh. Okay, so we have a Nurse Joy situation going on.
As he explains it, this man is the younger brother of the circus ringmaster.
Alright, Pokemon is a cartoon from, well, anime technically, from my childhood that I still, well, I don't really watch it anymore, but yeah, no, that doesn't count. Still, and I barely play the Pokemon games anymore because, well, I don't really think they're all that good. Okay, so maybe Pokemon doesn't count. That's unfortunate. Fuck, I'm trying to think of any cartoon from my childhood that I still have some sort of... still do something with. Jesus.
He works as a merchant who travels the world buying and selling all manner of rare articles. And to that end, he wastes not a moment in trying to strike up some business. Perhaps a gander at my wares, then.
Maybe we can find some sort of antidote for Trollis.
You briefly explain Trollis's condition and ask the man if he knows of a good place to rest. "Why didn't you say so sooner? I've got some good info on that front," he replies with a wink. The merchant shares that he has heard of a village to the west, wherein resides a brilliant apothecary. He's said to be a rather crabby fellow, but with any luck, you can get some medicine from him. And on top of that, find a place to rest. 2 birds with 1 stone. You say a few words of thanks and quickly head off to the west in search of the village. The man calls after you. "I'll be here with my compatriots for a while, so do pop by later."
Alright. Oh, interesting. Search the west of the wasteland. Alright. Alright, see what we have here. Sure. Let's see what we can get. I don't know how much money we actually have. Oh, hello. Oh, this is just a tiny town, basically. Alright, that's pretty cool.
The merchant glances over at you with a troubled look on his face. You ask him if
is this a
something's
side
the matter.
quest?
"For reasons I can't explain, I need a wolf. Could you catch one for me?" he pleads.
As long as you don't try and eat it, sure.
He then procures a picture and shows it to you. "It looks like this. I'd like one with a beautiful shiny coat," he elaborates. "It should be 2 stars at the very least." "Stars?" you ask. To which he explains that each monster has a star-based ranking. The stronger the monster, the more stars it has. Of course, I shall see that you are handsomely rewarded for your effort. he tells you.
Will you accept the request? Sure. Maybe this is how we get our super weapon. Do we actually lose our card, or what?
You decide to accept his request, then take out a wolf card from your case. A delighted smile stretches across his face, and he asks if he can have some of its fur. Once you hand a tuft over...
What's happening?
He quickly entwines it with his own hair. "Behold," he exclaims with a grin. "I'm even more dashing than before. No, I need to make a good impression on all of our patrons. After all, I'm the first person they see, and how I look influences the credibility of this entire business," he explains. After he's finished arranging the wolf fur on his head, he thanks you.
I don't know what you mean by that.
And hands you your reward.
Guarantees? Oh, okay, well, Apprentice Monster Tamer certification. You also receive an Apprentice Monster. What does this do?
The merchant, recognizing your monster-catching prowess,
Oh!
wants you to bring him an orc child next.
Interesting.
Just like the wolf, he asks for one that's 2 stars or above.
Yeah, I imagine that it might be a bit boring because I'm not really saying much right now. But I do like to be able to focus on the story a bit, you know, and I don't like to interrupt the story too much.
Orc children are said to live in the desert, but dislike the sun's powerful rays and tend to hide away in dark places.
We have to find it in a cave.
You make note of the information and bid the man farewell.
Alright, there we go. Oh, no, I didn't say you did. I just personally feel that whenever I play something like Voice of Cards, that is the case. Do we... I guess we don't have a child orc from, with 2 stars. Yeah, let's see what we can buy. I don't really think we need any weapons, I'll be honest. No, there's nothing here that's technically better than we didn't have before. Should I try and heal Trollos before we actually keep going with this quest? Probably. It's better, otherwise we might, otherwise we may underlevel Trollos too much. But I will actually try to, do whatever it takes to complete this quest, because I feel like we're gonna get something decent out of it at the end. I want them super weapon, which, or may, ooh, treasure chest. Treasure chest found. Alright, not bad. Don't really use that much money in these games, but having enough is better than having too little, I'd say. Okay, first enemy, let's see what we're gonna do.
Too bad.
Oh, that's actually kind of terrifying, because these things can do up to 20 damage, and they can basically 2-shot me, which with the 2 of them means that they can technically 1-shot me in 1 turn if I'm not careful. That's actually terrifying, and I don't want it. Alright, let's see if we can actually kill one of them immediately. So, we do 23 damage. These guys, yeah, it will be difficult to actually kill them, even with our strongest attack. So, our Dryad is only a 1-star. We might actually want to get a better Dryad from that. Alright, Legol, I need you to be quick enough to kill these guys. Hell yep. Hey, we have an Orc Child and it's 2 stars. What the heck? We have an Orc Child and it's 2 stars. Shouldn't we... Huh. Weird. Alright, well, normal attack should do. Maybe we have to go to the younger brother of the Ringmaster real quick, because please don't roll higher than a 4. No. But yeah, maybe we have to go back to the ringmaster, the brother of the ringmaster, and just show the card again. Maybe the game didn't expect you to already have an orc child of rank 2 or higher. Or maybe it said that we have to have it from rank 3 or higher. That's also a possibility. Alright, give us a good card, please. Alright, I'm just gonna pick the middle. I usually try and pick the middle. Ooh, I'd rather... Ooh, no. We already had that card, so it really didn't matter. But yeah, I usually just always try to pick the middle, because that way I'll never regret not picking something, you know? The roving market. I wonder if this roving market will follow us around. That would be pretty cool.
Have you captured an orc child? The merchant asks.
You know, that sounds kind of wrong if you say it.
Must be 2 stars or
Have
above.
you captured an orc child? But yeah, apparently it's just that we have to do this one at a time. So what are you gonna do with it?
After you summon the beast, the merchant calls over the blacksmith. The smithy looks at the orc child's weapon from every angle, all the while muttering, "I see, I see." Apparently, he's been developing a hammer that even children could use in self-defense, and wanted to use the orc child's weapon as reference. "Allow me to thank you on behalf of the smithy," the merchant says. "I oversee the entire roving market, and as such, it is my duty to reward you."
Ooh, a numbstay ring. Protects you from paralyzed, and it also gives you 4 speed. That's not bad. And we are rookie monster tamer certificate. Alright. I wonder until how many this goes.
"I may ask for your help again in the near future," he says with a smile. "Until then."
Oh, I like that there are actually some side quests over here. Oh, not. Alright, we did everything that we can do. I like that there are some side quests over here. It's funny, even though I do think the first game is the best when it comes to story, I do see improvement in these games. Oh, is that actual water? Holy crap.
This place feels eerily familiar. You open your pack and fish out a scrap of paper.
Oh, is this where the...
You knew it.
Ooh.
This is where the map says there's hidden treasure.
Wow, I didn't even do that on purpose.
You feel around on the ground for a moment and soon discover an unnatural swell in the dirt. You claw at the earth with reckless abandon. Success. Buried treasure. Ecstatic, you fling open the lid and stash its contents in your bag.
What'd it be? Ooh! That's pretty good. Increased crit chance. Don't mind if I do. But yeah, damn, water. Like, water. Oh, we're already in the town. Alright. So is there gonna be a river, or is there just a waterfall here? It's kind of funny. The second game was all water, and this game is none of it. Alright, let's see if we can actually kill these guys before they poison us. I don't think poison actually carries over past the battle, so it's not as dangerous as it could be. Not too bad. If we had a crit, then we might have killed. Or if you have an attack that's... No, you don't have an attack that... Attack multiple targets. Something I should be working on. I need more cards. More powerful cards. Stronger cards. Oh, just a normal attack? Alright, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Oh damn, this guy has no normal attack. That's actually kind of crazy. Of course, getting more gems is always better than just a normal attack from someone that doesn't have much attack power, but still. Alright, level up, nice. Didn't get the car though, which is less nice. Let's explore a little first. Let us explore a little. Alrighty then. Oh, there we go, more battles to go. Oh shit. Alright, this is actually a bit worrisome. I do not like that the look of that ogre, but we should be able to at least kill that wolf surprisingly easily. Not surprising, just we would be able to kill him. Nice, and we should be able to kill that slime slash maybe that ogre as well. Let's see, deals 8 damage. Alright, we're not gonna risk it and we're just gonna kill this ogre. Is this called an ogre? I don't actually know. It just looks like an ogre to me. It is kind of weird that these ogres lose all their hair as they grow up. I wonder why, what evolutionary benefit is there to losing all your hair as you grow up? Maybe their sweat glands develop more, something akin to that? But you would think that in something like the harsh desert, hair to cover your skin from the sun would actually be a bit of an advantage. Ah, maybe that's why they have those weird clothes now, to cover their sensitive skin from the sun. Makes sense to me.
A masterful victory!
Makes sense to me. Oh. Don't mind if I do. Okay, I don't think there's much to explore here. Which is, I suppose, a good thing. Oh wait, there's more over here, but it's not that big. Usually, well, I explore this much mainly because I do want to see the entire map, but also because it allows me to level up enough that I don't have to grind or anything like that. I will say, there's less...
Get him.
Oh, hello. Who are you? Is that fire elemental? Some sort of fire elf elemental? I do not... Wait, I can see her face well. Or is that... Does she not have a face? Well, still, cool design. Not really sure what's going on though, but looks cool. Looks cool, nonetheless. I might look up the design after I'm done streaming. Oh, and shit, I forgot to make it so that Twitch and YouTube chats both pop up in my overlay thing. Hey, yeah, so I finally got the core suppression active. When should I go after him? So I finally got the core suppression active. Okay, well, you want to do the core suppressions as soon as you feel like you would be capable to do it. And you could always just try, because you can just go back to the previous days if you think that that you fucked up. But yeah, so yeah, just do it and see if you're good enough to be able to fight it. I would suggest with the core suppressions, probably, yeah, it doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, is this the first ones? Because the first couple of core suppressions, at least the first 4, aren't really that difficult. I suggest having at least a couple of guys that have at least 3s in all stats and maybe decent gear. So first 4, yeah, okay. Yeah, then you definitely can just do these suppressions, and if it doesn't work out, then you don't have to really worry too much about it, because you can just redo things. Trust me, I had to redo things a crap ton before. Just make sure that you train your guys a little before you, so that they're not just 1-1-1 potatoes. If they're 1-1-1 potatoes, that is not a good thing, because then they will die. Yeah. Oh, but don't overtrain, by the way, because you don't want to waste too much of your days on training, I'd say. Plus, I managed to get some elf gear. Oh shit, you already have elf gear and you haven't core suppressed yet? Yeah, you'll be fine, dudes. You'll be fine. Like, you'll be fucking fine. I'm guessing that the elf gear you got was from the Blue Star? Is it from the Blue Star? I feel like the Blue Star is the only elf that you have a somewhat reasonable chance of getting before anything else. Like, I'm pretty sure in my playthrough, I got the Blue Star elf gear before I even got any wall gear. Yeah, Blue Star. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Also, Silent Orc. Silent Orchestra. Ah! I actually had some trouble with Silent Orchestra before, but yeah, no, that's good. That is good. Does be good. Alright, I am not gonna kill this slime immediately. I want to do a little bit of healing. Just a little bit of healing. Just use an item, I think. Wait, do the others need healing? No, the others don't need healing. I guess I can just... Oh, shit. Okay, I'll just do this. Boom. Yeah, well, if you have elf gear and you haven't suppressed yet, you are totally fine. Don't worry about it. It takes me back when you're talking about Lobotomy Corporal like that. I was actually thinking, like, I don't want to play that game unnecessarily, honestly, because that shit is frustrating as hell, even though it can be quite addicting. But I was thinking of maybe playing it a little bit more. Oh, I got the achievement. Huh. Alright, neat. Neat, got an achievement. I said my first cycle was gear and research solely. My second cycle was research and willing due to express trainal. Ah, fucking express trainal fell. Yeah, you got fucked over there. Fucking hate that one. But my third cycle, I'm gonna be the first 4 core suppressions. Ah, you... Honestly, you are probably doing it better than I did. I basically just went until I felt like I couldn't go anymore and just core suppressed whenever I was able to. I would advise just to do the core suppressions as quickly as you can, because the bonuses you get from the core having done core suppressions will actually carry over to different cycles, so that's actually really useful. Is that snow? What the hell's this? Is this snow? No, it's just... Might be snow. I think it's just a desert card with some slight decoloring. There we go. Actually, a least favorite app now. I'm glad I never have to select Express Train to Hell ever again. Yeah, fuck that. I really do not like Express Train of Hell. You should be glad that you're not streaming this game, because I stream this game, and for whatever reason the lobotomy community finds it hilarious to make people pick Express Train in Hell just for funsies. Absolutely horrendous. Alright, let's kill this bastard. I like the little red though, he's cute. Community of gaslighters, yeah. Well, luckily for me, they don't do that with Lobotomy Corporation. Would be pretty terrible if they did. To be fair, I know enough about Lobotomy Corporation that I wouldn't fall for it, even though I barely know anything. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the game. It's always good to know that people are still playing the older games, even though I will say that they are frustrating as heck. Again, I keep saying that they're frustrating as heck. Lobotomy Corporation most of all, but there still is something about them. I'm completely chill when playing it. I'm just sort of like, ah man, okay. Honestly, for me, I am chill until a certain point. It's just that at some point after maybe when you're at day 40 plus, there's just so much shit you have to go through that it's kind of difficult to it can get kind of difficult to keep things straight. Oh, another positive for the core suppressions is that after you've core suppressed a sector, I'm pretty sure that they won't, what was it again? Abnos won't, you don't have to worry about Abnos, what was it again? Like, escaping their cells. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that that is the case. Oh, neat. I'm not entirely sure though, don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure, I do remember that at one point in the game I could basically just ignore part of the facility for the most part and really focus on the important bits. But that doesn't count in core suppressions, that only counts when in normal gameplay, so it just makes it so that it's easier for you to get to day 50. Decrease fire damage dealt to all allies. Well, that's useful since we're having a fire elemental here. Now we'll just get the gem. God, all these memories, they're all just streaming back to me. Now we'll just do this water attack. I'd rather have this thing dead. Ah, come on. Too bad you didn't die. That would have been pretty great. I can actually weaken this mouse first because I am fairly sure that this fire elemental will not be going a second time. Damn, I really should probably give this guy at least one attack skill, just to make sure. Let's see, we'll just do this. There we go. Oh, yeah, tell me how it goes if you beat the game. I want to know if you're actually gonna get the true ending, which I would find hella impressive. I had to struggle immensely to get the true ending. While frustrating, I can respect a game that's telling me, hey, if you actually want the true ending, you're gonna have to work for it incredibly so. And I accidentally clicked something I shouldn't have clicked. Woo. Stupid mouse. Jesus. My mouse is way too oversensitive. My mouse is way too oversensitive. White Knight Suppression is on my laundry list on my way to get the true ending. Did you already suppress Apocalypse Bird? Because Apocalypse Bird does give you an incredibly good weapon that you might want to consider. Personally, I did suppress Apocalypse Bird and I also did White Knight, but when it came to Apocalypse Bird, my facility was in such a shitty state that it just wasn't worth it to me to... I lost a bunch of my Elf Egos, and at that point, I was already through hundreds of hours, no, not hundreds, I think 100 hours into the Lobotomy Corporation, and I was just like, no, I don't want to have to re-grab all these Elf Egos just to get the Apocalypse Bird ego, so I'm just gonna redo this. Bro playing library. No, bro playing Lobotomy Corporation. The game before library. I'm actually thinking of replaying library. Not sure if I'm gonna do that on stream, but with a bunch of mods, because I did get a bunch of mods from Hermit, who said that they do really change the game for the better, so I'm a bit curious to see how that pans out. Also, I got a Roland mod for Chrono Arc, which I kind of want to try out, but I want to get the final ending before I do that. Ooh, 2,000 gold, I might have to do.
These appear to be some kind of old ruins. Not likely a village with a skilled apothecary.
I have plans to do a Apocalypse Bird within another cycle.
The village
Fair.
To get
Just try and make it so that you don't lose all your Elf Egos like I did. Trust me when I say it is a pain. You might want to wait actually with the bigger super bosses until you have most of the suppressions done.
You locate a
mainly
small
because
village.
Some of the later suppression bonuses do really make things easier.
However,
especially Gebra's suppression bonus, which I think it allows you to get double the egos from an anomaly. So let's say that from an Elf anomaly, you get two ego gear. then now you can get 4. So that's actually pretty good, because then you can actually equip all your potatoes with good elf gear, which I feel is pretty important. Holy shit, what are those?
Suddenly appear,
They don't look like...
and they're headed straight for the tower.
Okay, why is this one different from this one? Why does this one look like a normal gargoyle, and this one looks like that one Dark Souls 3 boss where a bunch of stuff grows out of it?
You can't let them attack the town, for Trollus's sake too. You take off running to stop the monsters.
Alright, let's have a fight. Mini boss fight. Feel like the designs of these bosses. Happenstance scars will trigger. Of course, that means suppressing 3 elf followed by fighting a jacked boss. Yeah, wait. What do I talk about? With the Apocalypse Birds, you just have to... With the Apocalypse Bird, if I remember correctly, you just have to make Punishment Bird, other bird, and the other 2 birds, I don't remember their names. But all 3 birds escape. Oh, fucking... Well, Gebra, you just have to, like, kill her, right? If I remember correctly. Gebra is micromanaging health from what I've seen, lol. If you think Gebra is micromanaging hell, then fuck, what was her name again? The Arbiter. The Arbiter. Fuck. Wait, was Gebra? No, Gebra is the Red Mist. Fuck, why can't I remember the Arbiter's name? I did really like her character. Hold up, I'm gonna look up her name. It's bothering me. Lobotomy Corp. Where is it? Fuck, why can't I find the characters? Ah, there we go. It's Binna, yes. The name is Binna. Damn, kind of weird that I totally forgot about her name. No, I really do like her characters. Yeah, Binna, it's Binna. Oh my god, Red Mist mentioned. Yeah, man, like, I love Red Mist. I love Red Mist, mainly because her page in Library of Runa is deliciously simple, yet overpowered as heck. Seriously, I absolutely love the Red Mist page, and I understand why they only allow Red Mist to use Red Mist, because otherwise you would just always use it, no matter what. It's so deliciously simple in a game where I, at one point, got headaches from having to think of teen comps. To be fair, I've always had a weakness for just being able to hammer things out. But yeah, if you think Gebra is micromanagement, wait until you have to do Binna, because damn, Binna's is micromanagement to the extreme. I remember being absolutely destroyed from Binna's once. Ugh, that's the word for it. I remember from a video. Let's see, we will do 9 damage. Okay, so I don't think we'll actually kill any of these regardless, so we can just attack off them. At once you have to do all core suppressions at once near the end. Yeah, so you do actually have to do... I don't remember the exact workings of it, but I do remember if you want to get the true ending. I think before the final day, or maybe in the first couple of days, you have to do several core suppressions at once. It's coming back to me. If I'm not mistaken, on the last 5 or 4 days, each day you have to do a couple of core suppressions at the same time. I don't think it's all at once, but I might be wrong on that one. It has been a little bit since I've actually played the game, so... Alright, that barely killed it. Oof. Yeah, I'll be honest, that was the point where I just couldn't stream the game anymore because I saw what I had to do to actually get the true ending. And I thought to myself, if I have to stream this, I will go crazy. Oh, great. That's what I love in a fight. The enemy being defensive and making it last longer. I have a rule with streaming where I do need to, like, I always need to have fun while streaming a game for it to actually be worth it for me. And I realized that with how stressful this would be, there wouldn't really be a point in me streaming it because I would be way too focused on... okay, no, he did 4 damage, good. With how much I had to do. It would literally just be me, okay, I need to do this, and probably not even talking after a while. Which at that point, what is the real point of streaming? And that you're just seeing the end, me playing the ending. I guess maybe people would want to have seen my reaction to the ending, but some point she needs to make decisions. I don't think these... you know what? I'm gonna check if these guys have a weakness to water. With Library of Runa, it was actually something else why I didn't finish streaming the entire game. Actually, so what happened was with Library of Runa, I was just playing it on my own pace, but I was also playing Limbus Company at the same time. And I was just hoping that I wouldn't get spoiled by it, right? But then a major spoiler happened in Limbus Company that, while didn't ruin the ending for me from from Library, it did make it so that I kind of knew what was gonna happen regardless, which did not make me a happy camper. So I had to make an executive decision where it was either I play Library of Runa in my own time, where I can actively just play for 8 hours a day, just so that I can actually finish it before the next Kanto comes out. Or I'm gonna have to stream it and take another couple of weeks to actually finish Library, while constantly being afraid of being spoiled in Lobotomy Corporation, which I still wanted to play Lobotomy Corporation, so, you know, priorities at that point. Oh, we all got the level up, nice. Level 13. I think the max level in this game is 30, so...
Unbeknownst to any, you manage to avert the danger. Now Trollis needs help.
Alright, let's
Hurry
see.
into the village.
Village of Light, that's a certain name.
You and Legol enter the village, leaving Polka caring for Trollis on the sand skiff.
Gulls has left the party. Alright, so... I'm guessing...
No sooner do you enter the
have 20
village
ears?
than a man's
That's
voice calls out to you. This here's the Village of Light. Make yourself at home and rest your wearied spirits. The villager wears a curious headpiece, but seems polite and courteous. You get directly to the point and ask him if he knows about the apothecary. Ah, that would be me, he says, before offering to mix up some medicine if you're in a hurry.
What do you do? Explain Trollis' symptoms.
You explain Trollis' symptoms, and the man calling himself an apothecary smiles and says he can help right away.
He doesn't have a gold card, so this is an NPC we're gonna see, like, more often, so... He isn't an important character, surprisingly. What will you do? Ask how much it will cost.
Afraid of the answer, you ask what it will cost. The man calling himself the apothecary laughs and assures you he has no need of payment. The apothecary hardly seems crabby at all, so you check again with him that he really is the one you're looking for.
Okay, so I have a theory about this village. So, in the first game, there actually was a queen that seems similar to what we saw on the save screen for the chapter, where it seemed like an older version of the character we saw on the save screen for the chapter. But the whole point of that game was that that the Order of Light, or whatever it was called, basically tried to make people happy and all that stuff and protect them from evil, but they were also distributing a medicine that was somewhat addictive, but also healing people. So maybe all these people are so happy because they're addicted to something, you know. This guy does have something in his hand over here, so maybe we're seeing the origin of how that all started. I haven't really seen any other way this game is connected to the other two, but maybe this is it.
He answers that coming to this village changed him, made him realize that people need to live by helping each other. The apothecary suggests you take a wander about town while he mixes up the medicine. He adds, the folks about town are kind souls one and all, so feel free to ask them if you need anything. Legol says that he'll get Trollis and returns to the sand skiff.
Yeah, this is creeping me the fuck out.
You decide to walk around the village and find what you'll need to care for your friend.
Legol has left the party. Alrighty then. You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Apothecary story. That was great. We only had one conversation with the guy. Interesting. What's this? Kinda weird that there's so much water here, but I ain't complaining. Alrighty then, let's first just talk to everybody here and then see what's going on. I'm guessing that this is gonna establish that everybody is super happy and kind and really creepy.
This would look nice on you, miss. And hands you a crown made of gorgeous artificial flowers.
Artificial?
You try to pay for it, but the boy counters with a smile. I gave it to you because I wanted to.
So why does everybody
nice.
wear weird sheep/bunny stuff? It's kind of weird.
After hearing your tale, the proprietor of the inn beams at you and says, don't worry your head over payment. Stop in and make use of one of our rooms as much as you like. You offer a word of thanks and feel a weight lift off your chest. Now Trollis will be able to rest somewhere comfortable.
Oh, hello.
After hearing your tale, the woman hands you her food. Make sure you all eat up and get all your nutrients.
Yeah, so everybody's way too nice here. I'm guessing that they're being controlled or maybe forced to be this happy by drugs
and
or
if
something.
there isn't enough, you just let me know and I'll make more. Ha ha. She finishes with a hearty laugh.
No, she said ho ho.
A giant statue towers above you, stern eyes seeming to glare a warning to trespassers. The old man says, no person is an island. That's why we need to join hands and help one another.
Wasn't it saying something, each person is an island? I'm not actually sure.
The apothecary comes running your way. The medicine is finished. You take it from him and then try to head back to Trollis. But there seems to be quite some commotion at the entrance of town. Wondering what could have happened, you hurry over.
Alright, and now we see the fucked up part of this whole city. Town.
A crowd of villagers has thronged the entrance to town. On the opposite side are Legol, Trollis, and Polka.
Maybe there's some sort of racism going on because Trollis has those ears, but they're natural. Maybe these guys don't like that.
Their earlier kindness seemingly an implausible memory. The group shouts, "Get out, now." You realize that the villagers are staring daggers at Trollis. They seem somehow furious at her. Even the apothecary, who only just handed you medicine for her, has an expression of utter rage on his face.
What do you do? Protect Trollis. Yeah, let's just get the fuck out of here. We have what we needed.
And protect Trollis. but the villagers continue to bellow their anger. Suddenly, you hear a serene voice call out over the crowd.
Enough!
At the sound of it, the people fall incredibly quiet. A mysterious girl, young in years, emerges from within the awkwardly silent crowd.
Yeah, so this is the queen from the first game, I think, but younger.
I beg your forgiveness for the way you have been treated by the villagers, she says. If you require a place for your sick friend to rest, please come to the Shrine of Light, she finishes, before leading the way.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Head to the Shrine of Light. Go and Pulse has joined your party. Alright.
The apothecary heaves a deep sigh. Should have given you poison, not medicine.
Jeez, that's kind of dark, isn't it?
What a waste of good food, the woman says, regretting having given you something to eat. The boy notices you, and then quickly hides the crown of artificial flowers in his hand from you. The proprietor of the inn takes one look at you before saying, "No rooms here for you," with a click of the tongue. The old man takes one look at Trollis and then spits, "Strange ears, odd tail, repulsive."
Right, that's just weird because you're wearing a hat that is mimicking those ears, but alright.
As soon as you arrive at the shrine in which the girl lives, you put Trollis in a bed to rest. You're relieved that you've managed things for the time being. When you speak with the girl, she says, "I've been waiting for you all."
You're a Septarian, right?
You haven't told the girl anything, so how is it she knows that? I know more than that. She goes on to describe much about your group, the monster attack on your village, Legol's cruel treatment, what happened to Polka's parents. "What's your deal?" Legol says, unnerved. The girl answers, "The power of prophecy." She explains that due to her power, the people revere her as a religious guru. You've never heard that word before, and so you ask, "Guru?"
A pop star? How do you even know what a pop star is, though?
You ask if a guru is some kind of pop star, and Legol returns your question, looking perplexed. "What's a pop star?" You explain what a pop star is, something you read in a book once, and Legol nods.
I would actually like to hear her
That sounds pretty
explanation.
close to what a guru is.
I like to hear her explanation of what a pop star is, actually.
Polka adds, "A guru is the founder of an ideological group, or the leader of one."
I actually wonder if in the... is this game Japanese in origin? I'm pretty sure it is. I wonder if in the original Japanese translation this would have been an idol instead of a pop star.
In any event, the guru is clearly important to the village. You decide to ask her about the place.
What do you ask? Why the villagers were nice?
You ask why the villagers were so kind at first. The guru explains in a measured voice. The village, she explains, adheres to a doctrine called the Light Faith. She goes on to explain that the foundational principle of the Light Faith is to be kind to people. Thus, the villagers treated you with great kindness.
Right, but why did they blew a gasket when they saw...
You ask why the once kind villagers became so angry.
I forgot the name
The
of
guru
the
explains in a
animal-haired girl.
measured voice.
Animal-eared girl. That's why. Trish? Fuck, Trollus, damn. I am absolutely terrible with names, I don't know why.
This remote village has, she explains, been the victim of many monster attacks over the years, which in turn means that many of its inhabitants despise all monsters. That hatred eventually took root in the village as a kind of religious doctrine. Thus their behavior when they saw Trollus.
Jeez.
And so there have been two absolute doctrines in this village. Be kind to people and kill monsters. She gazes at the room where Trollus is sleeping and asks, "Your friend is a monster, yes?"
No, pretty sure she ain't. How do you reply? You're wrong, she's not a...
You state in no uncertain terms that Trollus is not a monster. However, you cannot deny that you had a vague suspicion of her true identity. The guru amends her words. Forgive me. Perhaps that expression wasn't quite appropriate, since she is also human. She is half human and half monster. What are your thoughts on that? She asks.
She's a monster to be hated or a friend to be treasured. What is Trollus to you? I feel like with how this has been playing out that she is a friend to be treasured.
It's true that monster blood may flow in Trollus's veins. Monsters, things to be hated.
I made this choice because I feel like it makes narrative sense for me to make this choice, but I feel like the more interesting choice would have been to say the whole monsters to be hated thing.
But as you've traveled together, seeing you falter, the guru offers another apology. The villagers were discourteous to your friend, and for that, I am sorry. Many of them lost family to monster attacks and are seized with hatred. I ask you to forgive them, she continues, her voice tinged with hurt.
How do you respond?
Ah, right. Your group wishes to go to New Terra, yes? She says, breaking the silence. Stunning that your powers could even tell you that, says Polka in a low voice, and the guru nods serenely. She explains that there is a stone tablet in the ruins of a religious edifice to the northeast of town. Said tablet has the way to New Terra recorded on it. However, you should know, monsters have nested in the ruins, she adds. There's information on New Terra to be had, though, so you decide to go anyway, despite the danger.
Alrighty then, well, I do know where those ruins are. I kind of hope we would have Trollus back.
You should check on her before heading out to the ruins.
Alright, well, I was hoping we would get Trollus back before we actually have to head to the ruins. But seems like that's not the case. I don't want Trollus to be too under-leveled.
Trollus is sleeping soundly. Quite relieved, you thank the woman watching over her. She seems annoyed, but when you inform her that you're headed to the ruins, she quickly turns her attitude around and bows her head.
Please get rid of the monsters living there and get the stone tablet back.
The ruins were evidently a sacred site for this village, one where marriages, funerals, prayers for bountiful harvests, and other important rites were carried out. And the tablet was used in those ceremonies.
How do you reply to the woman? We'll get it back. We'll kill the monsters.
You accept the woman's request, assuring her that any monsters who cross your path will meet a swift end. You've no sooner gotten your response out then Trollus's eyes fly open, and she bursts out, "I come too." While she is a little unsteady yet, the apothecary's medicine seems to have done its work.
Oh, okay, so we are getting Trollus with us.
You
Good.
try to convince her to rest a little longer, but she insists on going to the ruins with you.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't have trusted these people with Trollus anyway. I feel like if we left her, then maybe she'll be attacked or something akin to that.
At length, her persistence wins out, and you begrudgingly agree to take her along and head for the ruins.
Trellis has joined your party, yay! Alright, and now we are actually going to those ruins. Alright, let's see. We should have already been able to go to the ruins now because I've already explored there, so... See, this is why exploration in this game always pays off, because now I can just go from point to point without having to worry about it. Still don't know what this is though. I'm guessing that this is the path to the next area where maybe this mountain will crumble or something like that. There we go. Ruin of something. I wonder if we're actually gonna get some sort of reference to the first game. I keep saying that, but I do really want just more references to the other games in this series.
Get him!
Ooh, we have the ghost. I don't actually remember what Mr. Ghost does. And I'm pretty sure we don't have any of his cards anyway, so... fuck it, I'm just gonna do this attack. Oh, did I not heal? I might have not healed. That's actually a little bit of a problem. But hey, we critted, and apparently Mr. Red is weak to wind. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, Trollus should be fast enough that we can just heal. There we go. Okay, she has less health than I expected. No, we're not gonna will you actually do enough damage? Ooh, you might actually not do enough damage to kill this thing. That's unfortunate. Oh, haha. Alright, I totally knew that would happen. Come on, give me. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. Well, I would have wanted this one more, but it's fine. Inflict random status ailment on target if roll is 5 or greater. Okay, yeah. 6 or greater, really not worth it. Let's hope that we get the better version of the ghost at some point. I don't really think I'm gonna give that card to Trollus, by the way, because I feel like with Trollus, her main thing is gonna be attacking as well, because she has an ability that will allow, well, that will, like, heal her if she gets an attack in.
A great statue stands before you, large enough that you have to crane your neck to look up at it. You wonder how much historical value such a thing might have.
Not sure. It seems in a fairly decent condition, so can't really tell how old it is. Also, it's a card, so, you know. The music is a bit eerie, as it is really calm. Calmer than you would think it would be in an area like this. I don't think we're already at the end point, because we're only at chapter 4, which I'm pretty sure that this game has at least 7 chapters. But I might be wrong on that. I may be wrong on that. Let's see. There we go. I wonder if we can get these gargoyle cards. That would be pretty useful. I'm gonna risk it and hope that we can kill both of them. Nice. I really do need one more person with an multiple AoE attack that isn't extremely expensive. Those primordials are multiple AoE attacks, but they are extremely expensive, so no way I'm gonna be able to do them on the first turn. Okay, Trollus, you are no way gonna be able to attack. Well, guess we're not killing everybody in one turn. Maybe I should give Trollus a better weapon. Might actually be a good idea. She doesn't have that much attack power. Right, well, at least this thing doesn't do any damage. But yeah, look at that, 18 defense. Trollus would do 1 attack. 1 damage, that's just barely anything, isn't it? But yeah, why is the music so eerie? Not eerie, calm. But in a place like this, that is eerie. Especially because the battle music also is changed. We are either gonna get some incredibly disturbing, mind-boggling news. Oh nice, we actually got the best thing. Deals attack plus 6 light damage. Oh, I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that. Dang. I wonder if light damage is a weakness of the boss. Alright. Let's see. You got some self-heal, which is fine. I like you to keep that one. Oh, I can't move like that, okay. I'm fine with these attacks, I suppose. I guess we can give that one to Trollus. She already has most of our AoE attacks anyhow. And it will be good to have someone else with an AoE attack that isn't mind-bogglingly expensive. It's still expensive, but it's not mind-bogglingly expensive. There we go. Also, I like the gargoyle. It's cool. Big place though. Big place. Open place. Usually these halls are a little bit more... less open. I actually do think that these pillar cards are new. I haven't seen them in other games yet, so... I'm glad they are making new assets. Oh, hello, Miss Fire Elemental. You are a little bit scary because you can do damage to all of us, and I don't feel like having to heal a bunch of times. So, we are gonna do this. I am a little bit worried because Trollus isn't gonna do too much damage here, I feel, but... Oh, that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool, and apparently light is that monster's weakness. I do definitely want to get an attack up on Trollus. Dang it, I really wanted to get an attack up. Well, that's 8 damage for us all. Well, if you'll excuse me, you lot will have to die. I don't actually know how many chapters there are in this game, but I feel like 4 would be too little, right? Alright, that's a way up, but we are first going to explore the entire floor. Could you imagine if this was already at the end, that we suddenly just would have to fight the end boss? Ooh. Alright, I feel like that mage is gonna be the scarier one of the two. I do like how they draw the skeletons in this game. Oh shit, y'all are fast! Oh shit, 10 dark damage? Okay, that's a bit terrifying. I do need to heal a little bit after this, it seems. I don't really have any healing except with Legal. I should probably give that heal to the main character because she does have a passive that makes healing stronger, but... No, that's not what I want to do. Here we go. I'm guessing light damage isn't gonna do too much to the priest, skeleton priest over there, but... Oh damn, 28, nice! Was that actually a weakness? Dang, nice. Come on, give me the priest! Hey! Nice. Deals damage equal to the value of 2 rolls to all enemies. Okay, that's not bad. I might actually give that one to what's his name again? Him, the glasses guy I don't want to punch. He doesn't have really super strong attack power, so... Let's see, and poison isn't really all that great, especially since we can't stack it with deadly poison, so... Oh, Actually, I'm pretty sure we have room for one more card there. So... there we go. Alright, everybody has an AoE attack now, so I'm leaving now. Bye. Yeah, see you later, man. Let's see. Alright, let's keep exploring. God, I'm getting hungry, actually. Alrighty then. Alright, so we do know that light is this guy's weakness, not the one of the ogre. Too bad we don't have enough mana to actually... oh no, I actually could use a heal, but fuck it, it's more important that we kill these guys. Nice, a crit. At least we killed the ogre in one shot, that's really good. Alright, do we... yeah, we just want to kill this guy, I say. Yeah, we just want to kill this guy. I was thinking of maybe having... fuck you. Legal heal Trollis, because she is getting a little low, which I'm gonna do now. 8 healing isn't really worth it though. I have shit healing. Deal what damage? Fuck me. Alright, well that... okay, yeah, I made a mistake. I should have just killed this fucker. Alright, what we'll do is grab one of these, heal them all up. Items are my primary source of healing in this game. Usually, in the other games, you would have at least one character that had decent healing, but here you really don't. Maybe we'll get a better healing card at one point, but I haven't really seen it yet.
Done?
And I got the healing card, the fluff ball, pretty early on. Alright, would have preferred a gold in all honesty, but I hope I didn't accidentally switch my 2-star ogre card for a 1-star ogre card, but even so, I barely used the ogre card anyway, so I'm not gonna cry about it if it happens.
Get him.
Alright, definitely need to kill these guys. They can actually pack quite a wallop. If... ah, crap, they can actually move first. That's not great. Alright, well, could be worse, could be worse. I might want to get my party to be a bit faster. I think I already gave them rings to set them up, so I don't really think there's much else I can do, unfortunately. Only real other thing I can do is maybe try to level them up a little. Alright, let's see what's on here. Wedding rite. 2 who have pledged their love to one another must exchange that which is worn at all times. That rite exchanges headdresses. Oh, okay, so they exchange headdresses when they get married. I could see that. I personally probably wouldn't want to wear a headdress like that has been worn the entire day and all the time. But everybody's different. Holy shit, it's one of those worm things. I always feel like they're super creepy with their teeth. I do like the design though, it's just that it seems almost like they're smiling, which is honestly pretty fucking eerie. Like, look at it, it's disgusting. Huh, I'm surprised that a worm's weakness isn't darkness, I mean light. Seems like one of those things that would have light as its weakness. Maybe it's just because I feel it's very eerie. Yeah, look at how much better it is now that we can just do a bunch of AoE attacks. We're actually able to kill everybody in one turn, which just really makes it easier for us to go through these dungeons. It's kind of weird. Normally in these Voice of Cards games I'm over leveled, but here I don't think it is. Come on, give me the worm boot. Okay, well, yeah. Doesn't really matter. Alright, gimme. Alright, well, that's not bad. I should maybe buy some more healing when I get the chance, because it is a little... I am worried a little bit at my lack of healing, and I'd rather not face a boss than see that I don't have enough healing to actually defeat him and then have to go all the way back to a village to get healing. I'll probably forget though.
Get him.
Oh, hello. There are a lot of groups of enemies here. Also, why is this... I didn't mention it before, but why are some of the weaker enemies still here? I feel like that doesn't really make too much sense. Like, this is an enemy we fought in the first area. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind them reusing sprites. The problem is more that they're just the enemy that we fought in the first area. They don't even have a power-up or anything like that. I feel like if you're gonna reuse an enemy, at least buff up their stats a little bit so that they're at least relevant in the fight, right? Feels like they maybe just didn't have enough new enemies and now they're just reusing them without really doing anything with it. And here I am being negative again. Okay, that was absolutely useless. Is this maybe a fake wall? No. Alright. Oh, crap basket. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that because I wanted to flip over that one corner card, I was gonna have to go into a fight.
Get him.
Get him. See, this is why I don't really want to put my best cards on Polka, because him having the one card that basically allows me to get one more gem a turn is... It's usually just better to get that one gem, right? I don't think there are many actions that would not have me get that extra gem with Polka. It just doesn't make sense. Alright, unfortunate that that gargoyle didn't die, but as long as our main character... There we go. Please die for me, sir. Thing, person. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. I don't, no, I was gonna say, oh, I don't have the ghost card yet, but I think I do. It's just that I don't remember what it does. Probably because I haven't equipped it yet. Well, never mind if I do. That is actually one of the few circumstances where I won't need to have Polka roll for 7 damage. That's pretty terrible. That is actually absolutely horrendous for three gems. That's absolutely horrendous, as in disgustingly horrendous. Holy shit, that's not a good card. The only real situation where that would be considered good is if you have a stack of high defense enemies, but even then 7 damage. And it isn't like we specifically rolled low there, we rolled average, slightly higher than average, because it's 2 rolls of 6 if I'm not mistaken, so I feel like that card would only really be worth it if... Ooh, I would not have minded to get that skull card. That would have actually been insanely good. Unfortunate though. Well, let's hope that we may be able to get that card before we get out of here. I'm not in it to farm cards, but maybe that's the reason why I'm a little bit underpowered here. Because I ended up not farming any cards.
Battle time.
Battle time. I do need at least one skill that will do a crap ton of damage with just pure stats, right? I don't think I have that right now. The closest I have is skills that add a static amount of damage to your normal attack, but... that's just not... that's just not good enough. See, my best skill right now would probably be... I don't actually know. Do I actually have not... Do I not have any of those skeleton skills? That's actually kind of crazy to think about. Alright, all of them leveled up. Happy days. Alright. Oh fuck, can you... Okay, so I probably did actually switch my higher rank card with a lower rank card. That's pretty terrible of me. Don't know how I got that 2-star card though, but... Damn, that is pretty terrible. I really wish they wouldn't give you the option to change lower star card to a higher star card. Or a to change a higher star card to a lower card. I feel like there's no reason to have that. I highly doubt there's a reason to have that in this game specifically.
You look at Trollis and ask, "You okay?" She gives a vivacious bounce, assuring you that she's as fine as she looks, and that you don't have to worry.
I'm quickly gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alrighty then, so she's giving a facetious bounce, assuring you that she is fine as she looks in, that you don't have to worry.
Perhaps she then realizes what you actually mean, so she continues to speak with some brightness in her voice. She reminds you that she has the circus troupe who accepted her without discrimination. And on top of that, she has kind friends who worry about her and do their best to nurse her back to health when she falls ill. So of course she's all right.
So we'll do my best, be big girl for troop and for friends. Aw, that's sweet. Well, let's hope you don't die. I feel like that's something that is being set up right now. You know, and that will be the last straw for having the main character not hate monsters anymore. I feel like that's gonna be something. Guarantees discovery of a treasure chest upon victory. Well, I'll take that. I don't really need any of the cards specifically. I already have all the cards that these guys can give me, but maybe I'll get a higher rank card. Crap. Why is your card so shit when you do so much damage? Pretty sure the red is weak to wind, so this may kill him in one go. He doesn't really have much defense, and yes, it does. Nice. I really want that skeleton card though, the one that gives you 2 times your normal damage. That is pretty great. But I really don't want to have to farm for it though. I really don't want to have to farm for it. I am too lazy to do that.
masterful victory!
Alright, give me something good. Yeah, no, that's fine. I already have the card, so that really doesn't matter. Ooh, this is a big place. Jeez. Jeez. Alright, let's just go from here. Oh. Really don't. These guys are weak to light, so hopefully Trolls will be the second one to go, and then we can just do this light attack. Well, not entirely what I wanted, but this works out too. I'm pretty sure both the Gargoyle and the Ghost are at least not quicker than me. Or any of my other characters, so we should be able to kill them just fine.
Battle time.
Alrighty then. I don't really have much to say, by the way. I feel a bit guilty not saying too much, but there's just not too much for me to say here, unfortunately. Not that I'm not trying to give the impression that I don't really know what I was gonna say there. It's just that I do not want to give the impression that this is a bad game because I am enjoying myself. The problem is I don't really have much to say about it because right now we're basically just going through classic JRPG combat. That's always my biggest worry about streaming these games when I have nothing to say about a specific part, you know? Alright, let's see what we get. Come on, give me something good. Give me... well, actually, is there anything we specifically wanted from this? No, not really. We already have a better Gargoyle card. And while I could use a better 4 card because we lost ours, I don't really care much for the card in general. Oh, hello. What the hell is this? Is this a puzzle?
Your group reaches an antechamber with 3 arrows inscribed on the floor.
Okay. Okay, there's a button there.
Further inside, you can see a statue and what appears to be some kind of pedestal. To the right is a door, and by the looks of it, your only way onward.
Alright, well, investigate the mysterious room. Gotta say, I'm glad they actually have some decent puzzles in here. The first 2 games had a problem where you only really had combat to do. Alright, let's see what this button does.
There is evidence of something heavy having been on top of the pedestal.
I thought it was a button, but it's a pedestal. Let's touch these.
The floor sinks slightly when you step on the arrow. Beyond that, though, you can't see any other changes.
Okay, maybe I'm guessing that we have to move. Oh, we have to move the statue into the onto the platform, right? So I'm guessing that if we, let's say, stand over here, that the statue will move this the way the arrow is pointed.
On the arrow, and then
the reason why the statue didn't move before was because the arrow we stood on had the wall in the way.
The statue moved. Apparently, it moves in the same direction as whichever arrow is stepped on.
Alrighty then. cannot move to the statue in the same direction twice in a row. Interesting. Okay, so we moved it to the right once, then we need to move it up. Okay, so... Okay, I think we'll be fine. Okay, move it up. Yes. You. Then we have to do this. I might honestly do this wrong, by the way. I just am doing stuff right now and seeing what happens. Okay, then we'll do... Yes, again. Yes. So the problem is gonna be at this part we can't just go up, up, up. So what we'll have to do is go right again. Yes. Then we will go up, then left, and then up again. This wasn't that difficult. I am guessing that there will be harder versions of this puzzle further ahead. Yes. And there we go.
The statue slides on top of the pedestal, and in that instant,
the door opens.
relieved that you can finally move on, you decide to head through the door.
I wonder who this was made for. I feel like this wouldn't really keep anybody out if they really wanted to keep going. Ooh, well, we don't really need the gold, to be honest, but sure, why not? I wonder how these worms move through these hallways. When it comes to the desert, they could just move through the sand, but here, are they just going through the hallways like normal? I feel like that would be pretty narrow for these guys. They seem fairly big. Alright, so the worm won't die because he'll only be doing 14/15 damage, but as long as Legal is allowed to move before the worm, which he should, we should be fine. Okay then. Seems we have a fire elemental here. Hello there. Would you be so kind as letting us
Monsters
through?
block the way.
I get a
You
better look
attack
at the
them
face
at
of the
once,
fire elemental. It
determined
looks kind
to
of
make
weird,
your
doesn't
way
it?
deeper
Maybe it's the
into
smile.
ruins.
Maybe it is the smile that's freaking me out. It's just a line. Alrighty then. Ooh. Well, at least they don't have too much defense.
Battle time.
We don't have any bull damage, so it's irrelevant to us. Alright, if we're lucky, we'll be able to have... Fuck, I forgot her name again. How am I forgetting her name? I know it's with a tra. It's Trollus. Holy crap. So, like I want to say, hopefully we can have Trollus attack first. Maybe killing the gargoyle? No, we're not killing the gargoyle, but close. And then, I had kind of hoped that we would have attacked with... Yeah, no, this is fine. I had kind of hoped we would have attacked with our main character first, but it's fine if we get some attack ups. Oh, well. Let's see. No way we're gonna do 24 damage. We're gonna do 20... Ooh, we actually have enough to kill the fire elemental using this. Unless we hit slightly less than we should have. Ooh, no, we critted. We are fine. Nice. The fire elemental was the greatest threat here because she does have an attack that does all the damage. Alright, Trollus, show them what you got. Wish I could have finished it with the fire elemental, but yeah, no, light is the weakness, so we should be fine. It should do at least, I think, 9 damage. 10, okay, that's fine. Wait, was light not its weakness? Maybe I'm misremembering. Ooh, give me a fire elemental card. Give me a fire elemental. Yeah! Deal 8 fire damage to all enemies. Oh, only 8? That's pretty terrible. You would have expected these cards to be slightly stronger at this point in the game.
Battle time.
The only really way I could see that being any decent, that 8 fire damage, if all these enemies, or maybe the boss, is weak to fire. And even then, it's a AoE attack, so... Unless the boss has minions that are also weak to fire, I don't really see the point. Alright, we should be able to kill this thing. Yeah, alright. Yeah, level 15. We're halfway to the max level, people. Alright, hey, let's see. Ooh, big floor. Jesus, this is... Holy shit, this is gigantic. Can't argue with them making the floors bigger. Just makes it slightly more tedious for me to get every card flipped. Alright, if we're lucky, add 4 to wind damage dealt by all. Oh, nice.
Get him.
We can do that. We can do that AOE wind attack with our protagonist, and that will do a good amount of damage. Not sure if it's gonna kill them, but well, it will kill the moth wasp thing at least, and it will do a good chunk to the skeleton and the ghost. Alright, so if we're lucky, we'll be getting that skeleton card. Preferably the 2-star version, or even better. But I think that the highest we can get here is the 2-star version. Come on, give me that card. Give me that card. The wasp beatings 3 or 4-star version wouldn't be bad either. Or we're not getting anything, dang. Dang it, I had really hoped for something there. Right, not a chance, not a chance. Give me them cards, give me a card, give me a card, give me any card. Well, give me the skeleton card, that's the thing I want. Increases light damage dealt to all ally. Ooh, that's actually not that great. Also, what? Why does this thing have 60 health? Like seriously, why the fuck? What's going on? Seriously, why does this thing have 60 health? It's a normal fucking encounter. Did these things have that much health before, or am I just being dumb? Well, at least I'm doing a crap ton of damage to them. Okay, we're actually doing less light damage here, so I'm actually gonna increase Trollus's damage a little. Fuck, we're not actually able to do that. Alright, well then, fuck it. I could, no, I wouldn't have been able to kill any of them. Alright, please allow me to attack first.
The monsters make no move to attack you, and instead seem to be focused on quiet prayer.
Okay, that's weird. Can I run? I'm just gonna choose to run. I don't feel like I want to, Okay, well, if they're not attacking us, then I'm just gonna keep running because I don't wanna just kill them for the sake of killing, you know? But yeah, 12 or greater, that's, seems like the game doesn't necessarily want me to run away, but hey, first we got 2 4s, then we got 2 5s, so now we should be getting 2 6s, right? No. Okay, we're gonna be here for a while. I know it's easier to just let this be, but I feel like it's just the right thing to do, you know? Come on, double 6s, yeah! Oh, what's this? I got an achievement. I don't know what it is, but hey, y'all are lucky that I'm a kind soul. Don't mind if I do. So yeah, there must be a reason why these guys were just praying. And I'm hoping that the fact that I didn't kill them will give me something in the end. You know, with the goat from, like with the goat from Undertale. Okay, well these aren't the quiet praying swords, so I'm just gonna kill these guys. If you'll excuse me. Alright, so if the fire elemental doesn't get an attack off, we should be able to kill her. Dang it. Oh, deal attack plus 10 fire damage. Jesus. Oh, that's gonna hurt like a bastard. No, it was unnecessary to hit me that hard. We're gonna die anyway. Could have at least not hit me. So, oh, is that called the salamander, not the fire elemental? Alright. Don't know why it's called the salamander though. It doesn't have any salamandery things. Oh, hello. What's this? Uh-huh. Alright, seems like this is a different puzzle,
You
not the
emerge
same as
into
before.
a wide open space with an array of stone tablets. Your excitement fades as you realize just how many there are. You glance down at your feet and spot a piece of paper on the floor. The scrap has a note written on it. To proceed, well, that's simple, Ligol says. He approaches the tablets, but then...
What's going on? Okay, what's happening? Please tell me I don't have to do this from memory. I did not remember anything.
The tablets change position entirely on their own.
Turn over the stone tablets with matching patterns in succession. If you can turn over all of them, the door will open. Oh my god. Alright, well, I have no fucking clue. I was not paying attention. I'm just gonna do whatever and see.
You flipped a stone. Try picking another one.
This is honestly just guessing at this point. I was not paying attention. Nope. Right, not the same again. Not getting lucky with these tablets, are we? Alright, and number 4. Yes!
You've managed to match 2 stone tablets. Keep it up.
Alright, next one. Okay, so I know that these 3 don't match, so... Then we have a 1 out of so many chance for this to be the right one. Haha! Truly. Okay, now we have a 1 in 2 chance that... Alright. Ah, dang it. Alright. Please don't change the pattern, though. Oh, they're not actually... Okay. So they're not actually changing the... I was afraid that if we had it wrong, that we would... they would flip over again and they would change the pattern, which would have been kind of annoying. Like, at that point, if you weren't paying attention, you're just fucked. But they're kinder than that, luckily. I thought that finally my disregard for cutscenes and only paying half attention to the game would have bitten me in the ass.
You've successfully flipped all of the tablets. And now...
I thought this was gonna be one of those situations like in Pokemon with the third gym where you have to
opens.
Rummage through garbage cans and just hope that you hit the button.
Feeling a bit mentally fatigued, you decide to head through the door with your friends.
You know, where you just have to randomly hope that you find the button for Surge's. So it's in Surge's gym, the third gym of the third generation, first generation, where you have an electric gym where you have to rummage through garbage cans to find the 2 buttons to open the gate. But if you don't get the button right after finding the first button, then you have to repeat it, so that's super fucking annoying. I don't have dark damage, so this helps
Battle
me
time.
none. I don't think any of us have dark damage, even the enemy, so this really just doesn't help us in the slightest. I'm pretty sure we don't have that warm card though, so I'm hoping we can get that after this. I guess we'll just do a normal attack. God, as a kid I always struggled so much with the gym, it's not even funny. It always seems so random to me, but apparently there is some sort of logic to it. Something akin to, oh yeah, no, the button is always like 1 away from the first button you clicked and then blah 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 blah. Like there is some sort of logic into it, which makes sense because it's a game. They're not just gonna be like, oh yeah, this is random. Like this is totally random. Wait, did I come from here? Oh, I went in. Did I go to the wrong one? I'm getting a bit turned around. I think it's because I've been playing for what appears to be longer than 2 hours, but I do want to finish this chapter if I can. Okay, oh, over here. Don't know why I went downstairs. See, this is why I don't stream for longer than 2 hours, because I'll get all dumb and confused for no reason. Damn, I really want to get a couple more skeletons in here so that I have a chance of getting that card, but it seems like they are a little bit rare. Not rare, but just rare enough to more than likely not gonna appear often. Which means that I'm not gonna get a card, which kinda sucks. You know what? We haven't done this elemental yet. Add 6 to attack, deal fire damage to all enemies. You know what? We haven't done this fire elemental and I kind of want to see how it looks. Ah yes, meteors, beautiful. Just this tiny rat being attacked by a gigantic fire primordial. The defense down is pretty useful. Too bad that it's not a one attack that's a little bit less expensive or maybe has more damage. Then I would use it a lot more. But it's a good way of balancing these elemental cards or primordial cards for boss fights, because usually boss fights are just one enemy. Mini bosses are more enemies, but usually boss fights are one enemy. Oh shit, that's kinda scary. So, in boss fights, these primordial cards aren't really worth the cost. Oh, and we have damage. Well, let's hope I'm able to heal before we have to go to the fight the boss. I don't think there's gonna be a primordial here. I've sensed a little bit of a pattern where one chapter will fight the primordial, and then we'll have a chapter where we don't have to fight the primordial. And last chapter we fought the fire primordial, so I'm assuming that we will not have to be fighting a primordial here. Not sure if we're gonna get a proper boss fight though. I don't actually remember if when we met Trawlus we had an actual boss fight, or if it was just that Wyvern fight.
A masterful victory!
Wyvern or Wyvern? Wyvern or Wyvern? I've always just called it Wyvern. Ooh, decreases fire in one area. Oh, I'll take that. Don't think we actually... yeah, no. Too bad... Oh, huh. I just noticed but this Great Blast can only have up to 3 stars. That's surprising. That is surprising indeed. I thought all of them could have gotten to up to 5. Alright, oh, there we go. I do think Wyvern sounds better than Wyvern, by the way, just Wyvern. This might be me saying it weirdly though. How many times in your life do you actually have to say Wyvern or Wyvern? Maybe if you play D&D a lot, but even then I haven't really used many Wyverns in my D&D campaign yet. And now I'm just paying attention every time I'm saying it and feeling like it sounds kinda weird, dang it. And now I'm worried if I sound weird saying Wyvern because of this. Come on, no. Fuck you. No, this isn't your fault. I'm being mean to you, Lagol. I just really wanted to finish this with an air attack because that would have been faster. I don't know why, but every time I have the chance to kill everybody in one attack, I'd rather do that than just do it like this, where I have to attack separately with my 2 characters. It just feels less fun. So I'm always a bit disappointed if we get Lagol in a situation like this, because it just feels like I'm not doing it properly. And yes, I could do an attack that doesn't do any damage, but that feels kinda wasteful. To my daughter, I beg you, please forgive me. You're a good-for-nothing father. I could not live by the creed, nor do any of the things a father ought to do, nor regain the soul of the village. I love you. Wonder why the love part is not totally seen. Maybe someone scratched it out. Maybe it's actually love you.
Get him.
Alrighty then. If I remember correctly, these lost souls are about as fast as us. Or slightly faster. At least he attacks someone that will regenerate their health a little bit, so. Nice. Nice damage. Would have been cooler if Trawlus got 4 HP for every enemy she attacked. That would have actually made it so that she would have been really useful with AoE attacks. Give me a treasure chest. No, you aren't. Alright. Funerary rites. Transfer the deceased headdress to a doll and spend 99 days together, then place it upon a pyre and send it into the heavens. Never shall we be robbed of our souls by monsters. This village has some weird fucking laws or traditions. I would not be able to keep a doll for 99 days with the headdress of someone that was deceased. This would feel eerie to me. Oh, well, 5 health isn't really super great, I'd say. Maybe if it regenerated 5 health, that would have been good. Right, seriously guys, if you ain't skeletons, you have to get out of the way. I don't have your worm card, but for whatever reason, your worm card isn't available. Maybe there isn't a worm card. That could be quite possible. Ah, damn it. We'll just do a normal attack on you. I'm pretty sure I can kill the mouse with my wind attack.
A masterful victory!
Hell yes, woo! I did it. I am best at game. Alright, do we get the worm card? No. Was there a worm card? No, but we did get a better mouse card, but we already had the better mouse card, so... Still don't think it's worth it. Plus 7 damage on one attack for 3 gems is just not worth it, man. Maybe if the damage increased per star, but I'm pretty sure it didn't. Okay, I expected there to be some sort of boss there, I'll be honest. Alright, and here we go.
You've discovered the stone tablet that has information about New Terra recorded on it.
New Terra.
You rush over to the tablet, but suddenly...
Holy shit, what is that?
You guessed it. A monster appears and attacks.
That looks really fucking cool, but also really fucking weird. What is it? Also, no time for healing, shit. Damn, that looks like death if it had a golden makeover. Alright, we do need to heal a little. Well, I'll take that. Alright, we don't have really any healing options here. I don't need to go for... Yeah, no, healing is more important. Go for a heal. Only Polka and the protagonist need it, but... Alright. What does this do? An attack down might be useful, but I'd rather just do all-out damage if I can. Oh shit, you have a lot of HP. Wow, okay. You have a lot of HP. See, this is when a skeleton card would be useful. Doing double damage here would really have our grinding be lessened. Fuck it. Doing that damage down might actually be pretty useful here. Plus, it will do some decent damage itself. Only 12 here. So that damage attack down will be useful, because then we'll have to be less afraid of what he'll do. Alright, good. I'm assuming that this thing might be weak to light. Nice, doing some good damage here. And we don't have any freeze cards, man. I'll be honest, I feel like this whole monster system isn't working out too well so far. Not because I think it doesn't have potential, but I feel like there's a lot less strategy involved. Maybe it's because I'm not farming for monster cards, but... Holy crap, Bascus. What the fuck? What the actual absolute fuck? What the actual absolute fuck? 25 damage? Fuck. Adds 4 to no, if it was for everybody, I would have done that, but... Damn, I do not have a lot of defense. He'll do 13 damage at the minimum. Ah, sorry. Oh. But yeah, it just feels like I have a lot less options overall from what I'm seeing here. Right, you should be healed at this point. Okay, I'm gonna just check if light is your weakness. I would have done the attack up, but... No, it is not your weakness. Okay, that's not ideal for us. I don't think we have many other elements besides water. Deal bolt damage from water at least. Well, wow, that's rough, buddy. That's rough. That is absolutely rough. Yeah, we'll heal with Trawless. She doesn't really have too much to do. Except maybe that fire attack, but we'll heal with Trawless. This is our last full, just party heal, I'm pretty sure, so we have to be careful. I can't believe that this card is still our best damage dealer. I got that from the beginning. Alright, we should do at least 15 to 20 damage. Oh, deal light damage, increase seal. Okay, flick seal, that's not great. Well, we can just use items with Trawlers for now, so it's not the end of the world. Card effects with seal cannot use skills that cost gems. Alright. I feel like this just isn't... This isn't worth it because that greater potion while doing decent damage, having to roll greater than a 6 just ain't worth it because it's just no way. It's really hard to think that you might actually get that. I think you have to roll greater than a 6 on a 10 die, which is more often than not gonna happen. You know what? I'm gonna check. Maybe water is his weakness. Should probably go through all the elements I have. Nope. Well, at least we're already over half of his HP, which is good. Okay, wow. Is he trying to seal all of us? Because that makes me a little dangerous. Okay, he resisted the seal at least, so that's good. Luckily, he didn't do that attack buff again, because that would actually be terrifying. Could you imagine he would have had 30 attack instead of 25 if he didn't do that damage down as well, or that attack down?
Beautiful.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna test out if any element that we have is damaging. Nope. Alright, well that was, I'm pretty sure, the last element we actively had, so... Nice. Okay, yeah, we'll be fine unless he pulls out some sort of crazy attack. Okay, that's a dirty attack. We have to be careful here. I'm pretty sure he's going to do... Will we die from that attack? He has 33. No, we'll be sort of fine, I'm pretty sure. We just have to kill him before he does anything. We'll be fine. And I know that I actually died to the iron elemental or the metal elemental because I said that before, but I'm sure we'll be fine. At S6 to attack, deal fire damage. I will actually do that attack down. Alright. Would have hoped that you rolled max damage, but this is fine too. You shouldn't die at least to this attack, and while we won't kill him, he should be almost dead. Nice. Alright, do your big lightning attack, buddy. We're ready. Or just do a normal attack, that's fine too. Not really good at reading this guy. Would have been funny to have him do the final attack, because he never does final attacks, but sadly enough his attack might not actually kill it. Funnily enough, this attack might have not actually killed it, if we rolled really poorly. We only did 8 damage here, so we actually rolled fairly poorly as well.
I expected nothing less.
Alright, can you give me a card? That would be very cool. Level 15. Gain immunity to paralyze. Nice.
There appears to be some writing on the stone tablet. You ask Polka to decipher it, but the script appears to be from a language that even one of his considerable knowledge has never seen. The 4 of you decide to ask the guru about the tablet.
Hell yes, got the old tablet. Yes, let us escape.
You decide to exit the ruined edifice immediately.
I don't think there's anything we really want here except maybe the skeleton card, but I really don't feel like farming these type of things. I feel like when it comes to the Voice of Card games, if you have to farm, it really defeats the point of the entire game. It's supposed to just be a short RPG, so farming should not be a part of that.
You look at Trollis and say, "You don't have to go into the village if you don't want to." She assures you that it's fine, and comes along anyway. As you make your way into town, the apothecary approaches. Before you can say anything, the man blurts out an apology to Trollis. The sudden contrition is a surprise, and not just to you. Legol and Polka are clearly taken aback.
Yeah, why the sudden change of heart? Though I may have been attempting to hold fast to our creed, you are still half human, and my behavior towards you was foul.
The guru must have explained things. Everyone in the village has accepted Trollis by the sound of it.
I feel like that's kinda the boring way of doing things, but alright. Just too clean, you know? You have the stone tablet, which must mean the monster is defeated. I thank you.
The guru accepts the tablet and runs a loving hand over it.
Okay.
This
Weird.
little piece of stone is an integral part of our town's rituals. One might go so far as to call it the soul of the village. You find it all a little bit unsettling. Hoping to move the conversation along, you ask what is written on it about New Terra. The guru gives a deep bow of the head at your question.
I'm afraid that what I said about the tablet having the way to New Terra recorded on it was a fabrication. I'm sorry.
You're stunned at the news. She lied to you in order to get you to retrieve the tablet.
How do you reply? So New Terra is...
Your shoulders droop, and you struggle to get the words out. So, New Terra is... But the guru replies in a solemn voice, "You do not need to worry. New Terra does exist, and I know the way there. It is found to the north, beyond a massive cliff that towers over the land, called the End Wall." She goes on to explain that to get there, you must travel through the cave to the north. With that, she offers a final prophecy. What you seek shall be found in New Terra.
Aren't we looking for New Terra, though?
There's something desolate in her expression.
I guess it's what we seek beyond New Terra that she's talking about. You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked the Guru's side story. I really expected there to be some sort of reference to the other games. Like, she looks just like the queen if she was younger, even with the fact that half her face is covered.
The moment you leave the shrine, you sense that something is amiss. The village is suffocatingly quiet.
Okay. Oh, people
Pulka
are
lets
dead.
out a little scream and points at a villager collapsed on the ground. The old man has breathed his last.
Okay, well...
Stay alert, Legol whispers so that only the group can hear.
Find out what happened to the village. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's... Okay, I knew it was too easy for them to just be okay with everything.
The old man is dead, his gentle face frozen.
I'd say I cared, but we barely knew these people.
The boy is dead, surrounded by artificial flowers. Though it looks like she is just sleeping, the proprietor is dead. The woman is dead, but the hand on her full stomach suggests her end was met in satiety.
Oh, fuck. Was this some sort of weird-ass cult that decided to kill themselves off because we gathered a tablet? If so, I'm gonna be peeved.
A bottle of medicine has tumbled over next to the corpse of the apothecary. Having examined several of the bodies, Pulka reports that the cause of their death appears to have been suicide.
Okay, so this
by
was
poison.
a cult. Great.
You remember the desolate expression on the guru's face, and you realize you need to rush back to the Shrine of Light.
Alright, so the guru is gonna either have orchestrated this or she's gonna be dead.
Legol rears up and breaks the door open with a mighty kick.
Yes.
The guru is collapsed, bleeding on the ground.
Okay, why is she bleeding if the others died from poison?
You run over to her and try to help her sit up. Her eyes flutter open, and she looks over your group. They have all passed without incident then, she says with a feeble smile.
What do you say? What did you...
You gaze into her unfocused eyes and ask, "What did you..." She said as much. They have a creed here in the village, and that creed is absolute. Be kind to people and kill monsters.
Oh.
And
Death to those who... Oh my fucking god. Seriously?
this village's hatred for monsters runs deep, having taken root long, long ago. Those feelings cannot be changed, nor can the creed. The guru produces the stone tablet from the ruins. So long as we have this, our souls shall be guided to their rest, she murmurs. Trollis bursts into tears and says that this was all her fault. No, says the guru softly. It was mine. She was prepared for this and invited you in with full understanding of what would happen.
So you knew that everybody would kill themselves the moment Thralla showed up because she's a half monster, and therefore the people wouldn't have been able to fulfill their creed to be kind to humans and hate monsters without breaking one of them. So you wanted the entire village to commit suicide because of this creed, just to get this old tablet back.
Despite all of that, she still wished to get the stone tablet back from the monster.
And you couldn't just have maybe sent someone being like, hey, I'd rather you not come into the village because then we will all have to kill ourselves. But could you maybe get this tablet back for us and I'll tell you how to get to new like Janisha or New Terra or whatever it's called? That wasn't an option. And I am tired. Now I can finally see Mother and Father again. Okay, where did this come from?
They were all tired.
You can't just pull this backstory shit right now, man.
The many years of being caught up between their hatred and their creed had made the villagers and the guru alike exhausted with life.
Like, I get that there was some backstory in the tower and all, but this seems kinda out of nowhere. Also, still.
With one last word of thanks, the guru gently breathes her last breath.
Alright, well, these people clearly were beyond saving.
Thus did the monster-loathing village pass to dust.
Clearly, they just hated themselves and were looking for an excuse.
A visceral demonstration of what happens when you mix faith with hate.
Alrighty then. Was a bit of a longer chapter than I expected, and I'm a bit tired, but still pretty good stuff. Still think it was kind of dumb for the guru to let us in the village knowing that all these people would end up killing themselves. But hey, it's not my decision to make, is it? Does feel like we're ramping up to the end, so I'm guessing we'll get maybe 2 or 3 chapters out of this, and then then we're done. Still, I feel like this chapter fell a bit flat for me, mainly because I really don't think the twist of them killing themselves would really make all that much sense. Like, I feel like they went for the whole monster-eating village twist from the first game, but it just wasn't built up properly. Maybe if you had to spend some more time with the villagers. To be fair, this is a short JRPG, so it's not like we can spend a ton of time with these villagers. Well, not like I can really judge people. Well, the game designers, the storytellers? Whoever made this story, I feel like while it fell flat, it might work for others.
You and your companions dig long, deep holes, graves. You feel it's only right to give the dead a proper burial. That's one grave complete. You let out a long sigh. You wonder how the others are faring.
Alright, well, I am gonna call it a day here, so thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully see you next time. It wasn't actually all that much longer, surprisingly. Huh. I thought we streamed for at least 3 hours, but we only streamed for 2 hours and 50 minutes. Which I guess was pretty close, actually. Huh. Well, I'll talk to you guys later.